I welcome you to One Step Higher, where our journey for today will be about the Holy Month of Ramadan. This video is for Muslims and non-Muslims alike, and I hope you will take something away and use it to go one step higher in life. Now, coming to the Holy Month of Ramadan. Oh, what a beautiful month. What a month of spirituality. A month of becoming a better version of yourself. A month, no matter you're young, you're middle-aged, or old, you can always take something away from it. And for the non-Muslims, you might be wondering, what is going on in the month of Ramadan? Why are they not eating? Why are they not, drinking? What is, like my coworker, my colleague, my friend, why are they celebrating, or why are they fasting in this holy month of Ramadan? This month of Ramadan is such a precious gift for the Muslims. And I want you to introduce yourselves to the month of Ramadan and learn more about the Ramadan. So let's dive right in. So where is Ramadan mentioned? It's mentioned in the Holy Quran, chapter 2, verse 185. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reveals the Quran in this month. He revealed it in this month. And in this Quran is a guidance, it's advice, it's love, it's passion, it's showing clear proofs to all of mankind. It doesn't matter who you are. This is why the Quran was revealed, so then humankind can become better in their character, in their worship, to recognize God as being one. And it is the month where you fast. And if you're ill, there's a pause in the fast, or if you're in a journey, and there is ease. This is not hardship. People might be wondering, what in the world? No drinking, no eating? Like, isn't that wild? And I'm like, no, it's not wild. Buddy, look, this is the month where you can step back and say, you know what? I don't need to eat and drink all the time. I can do other things. This food and this drink that tethers me down to this world, I want to be more. I am more. I am the soul. I am not the body. This is a clear concept. I am the soul, not the body. This is something you have to remember, that the soul, this food for the soul, is not your food and drink, but it's the Quran recitation. It's the remembering of God. It's being kind to your parents. It's being kind to your neighbors. It doesn't matter if you're Muslim, non-Muslim. Smile, do good, pick up the litter around you, do some projects to make the world a better place. This is the month of Ramadan. It propels you, it pushes you, it makes you a better 2.0 version of yourself. This is Ramadan. Now, fasting. What is the importance of fasting in Islam? Islam has been built on 5. There are 5 pillars. And as you know, any foundation, if you're especially an engineer, civil engineer, or someone that builds on top of foundational objects, you know that you have to have a strong foundation. You have your house. Can you imagine your house being built that had no, like it just built on mud instead of cement, or, and you have like termite infestation, cracked foundation? That's what happens when you have a pillar. It's everything on top is built on it. So what are the 5 pillars? One is the biggest, and the first and foremost is to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Glory be to Him. And then Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, is his messenger and slave. Establishing the prayer, paying the charity, the zakat, and making the hajj, the pilgrimage, only if you're able to, of course. And then fasting in the month of Ramadan. So this beautiful fasting is so important that it is a pillar, it's a foundational aspect of Islam. So you might be wondering, Ahmad, how do Muslims fast? Or if you are Muslims who's listening to this, how do I fast? Well, I hope you know how to fast by now if you're someone listening to this. But let's just go with, the basics. So suhoor, we pronounce this suhoor. It's a morning meal that's eaten before morning prayer, fajr. It's something you can do and something you don't have to do. It's up to you, but there's blessing, because of course you have to no drinking, no eating throughout the entire day. So come on, get your suhoor in, drink something, eat a date, eat something. Now, iftar is the evening meal It's the meal when the time of sunset. So whatever the time of sunset is, when that hits, then you can break your fast. And of course, no eating nor drinking throughout the entire day, and including any intimate relationship with your spouse. These are forbidden. So, what can I do? It's the month of Ramadan. It's beautiful. I feel charged up. I see people breaking fast together, people eating together, people smiling. It's something different. There's something different in the air. What is this month, and how can I capitalize? How can I do more, be better? What can I do? Well, there's so many things you can do. You remember Allah, do zikr, smile at others, help others, clean the masjid, visit your parents, teach others to do good. You can memorize the Quran, you can improve your character and do much, much, much more. Now, coming to Quran recitation, it's so important, and even if you're a non-Muslim, I'll tell you why from us Muslims it's so important. It is the book of God. We recognize that the books of God are guidance to mankind. As long as they're not changed, and the Quran has never been changed, this is fact. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has never changed the Quran. It's a guidance into the end of time. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Almighty said, O son of Adam, if you remember me in your solitude, I will remember you in solitude. Oof, my God, what beauty, what love, what compassion that's oozing out of this. And if you remember me subhanahu wa ta'ala in a gathering, I subhanahu wa ta'ala will remember you in a gathering greater than the one in which you remembered me. This is the beauty of Allah, that the one who created the sun, the moons, the galaxies, the stars, the oceans, the planet Earth, all the planets, the galaxies, the nebulas, the black holes, the hidden aspects of creation, everything, it is the same Lord and Creator that says, you just remember me and I'll remember you. Of course, it's a time where you by yourself, you don't need to be with anybody. You can be in your room, maybe in the car right now. Maybe you are listening to this right now in the car, or you're in your room, or you're somewhere by yourself. Maybe you're walking outside out of the mosque, or maybe you're done with work and you're about to go to your car. Just look at the sky. Look at the sun, look at the moon, look at all of the things around you. Look at the good, the beauty, the system, everything is in place. How the earth rotates, how the sun comes out, then it disappears, and the moon comes out, then it disappears. All the beautiful things that are happening on planet Earth, the greenery, the oceans, the rivers, the animals. This is the beauty of the one who created everything, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, what else can I do? This YouTube channel is all about becoming a better person. It's taking spirituality that next step in the spiritual ladder. No matter where you're at, I don't care. Maybe someone you don't even pray. Okay, fine, cool. Maybe you're someone that has never been to the mosque. Maybe you're someone, if you're even non-Muslim, you never really cared about your parents that much, or you probably lie a lot, or you gossip, or you backbite a lot. It really doesn't matter. The point is, wherever you're at right now, you take that one step higher. So what else can we do in the month of Ramadan? It's improving your character, which is so valuable that the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, said, nothing is heavier upon the scale of a believer on the day of resurrection than his good character. Verily, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala hates the vulgar and obscene. This is the problem in our world today. We're all about, let's just do anything the way we feel and just do it. It's just me. But no. Good character is extending out a hand to somebody, maybe giving money to the poor, to the needy, to those people in any parts of the world that need water, fresh food. And it doesn't matter who. Just as much the sun shines on the entire earth, same way a Muslim, a believer, should shine on each and every human being, and not only humans but animals as well. Be kind and compassionate to animals. Don't kill an insect just because you want to kill it. Be kind, be merciful, be compassionate, be humble. And if you see someone, they're having a bad day, just go to them, say, hey buddy, how are you doing? Is everything okay? You look kind of sad, gloomy. Do you need any help? Maybe someone needs help paying their debts off. Perhaps someone needs help in their homework assignment. Maybe your parents need someone to cut their grass. Maybe someone needs help painting their house. It doesn't matter what it is. In this holy month of Ramadan, you need to do better. You need to be better. I want, inshallah, God willing, that each and every one of you, everyone, including myself, that we become better beings. We have to become better beings. How can it be that we put negativity within us and then we expect positivity? No, no, no. We are the pitcher, and whatever we put in is what we will put out. If you put in goodness within you, then you also show that goodness outside of you. And if you put negativity, bad, gloominess, then you're also going to show it in your actions as well. So, furthermore, how else what can I do more? I'm so pumped up. I'm so charged up for this. Ahmad, you're making my Ramadan is going to be awesome now. Well, let's continue then. Let's make it better. The night prayers, Qiyamul Layl, the one whoever spends the nights of Ramadan doing what? Doing what? Joking, laughing? No. Eating, sleeping, burping? No. It's the people that will do what? They spend the nights of Ramadan out of faith and in the hope of reward. Because of those night prayers, he'll be forgiven his previous sins. What a beautiful... And people say, where is the mercy of God? This is the mercy. You do everything against God. You cheat, you lie, you hate, you backbite, you have envy, bad envy for others. You want people to fail. You're like, you have this jealousy within you, bad jealousy. You don't like this person. You say bad things. You hurt people's feelings. And because all those sins, but you come to your prayer, you're like, Ya Allah, Ya Rabbul Alameen, the Lord of creation. You are the creator and everything else is the creation. And because of that, you will be forgiven your previous sins. What a beautiful, what mercy, what love, what compassion. This is our Lord, Allah. He is the one who creates the night and day. He is the one that says, in the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, most gracious, most merciful, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. It is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who's given me the energy to even make this video right now. It is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that right now that you see the night sky that is set in place, the stars are not falling, the planetary objects are revolving, they're rotating, the earth is spinning, everything is in a certain balance to sustain life. You think this came out of just joke, out of a play? No, everything has a purpose. Everything. It doesn't matter who you are, where you are. Allah is watching and hearing, and He is always by your side. The only problem is within us. We don't reach out to Him enough. We need to reach out. Now, when the end of Ramadan comes, towards the end, the last 10 nights, there is a night in this 10 nights that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Qadr, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, the night of decree is better than 1,000 months. And what does that mean? This night, when you pray, that if you obtain this night, you have gotten a reward that is more than 1,000 months of reward in your balance, in your good deeds account. That is awesome. What else have you ever seen that you say, you know what? I'm going to give you $100 and you're going to give me back those hundreds multiplied many 80 years worth of money. No, that never happens. Nothing is multiplied that much. But Allah, the Lord of all creation, said this night of decree is better than 1,000 months. Better than 1,000 months. I mean, come on, guys. If we don't capitalize on this much, that's very sad. You lost out. And I don't want to see any losers. I don't want to see people that are losing out in life. We need to be winning, whether in, I hope we're winning in spirituality, especially spirituality. If you're losing in money, fine. If maybe you're not that good in other places and aspects of life, okay, fine. There's no requirement. But the requirement of living a good life, an awesome life, a spiritual life, it has to be there. And because of that spirituality, then it will affect other people around you. The same way, the sun not only gives warmth, it gives light. And because of that light and that warmth, people can stay a little warmer than usual. The plants can grow. People go out and enjoy a bike ride and walking and sitting out, sunbathing. It all happens because of that one thing we call the sun. That sun is set. Now imagine Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made the sun, made the moon, made the stars, the grass and everything. And He wants from you to worship Him alone. That's it. And in this month is the best time to worship Him. And the Prophet, peace be upon him, said, look for this night in the last 10 nights of month of Ramadan. Now, what are the benefits of Ramadan? You say, Ahmad, I've heard this enough. Come on, man. I'm like, keep the ball rolling. Keep the ball rolling. Well, I will keep the ball rolling. Just had to keep in there to stay with me now. Now, Ramadan benefits. Now, the Ramadan benefits, mashallah, the first and foremost is obeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the reward you receive. When you obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that is the biggest thing, because the main point of your living is the worship of Allah. It's not your job. It's not even the family. It's not you and co-workers, your friends you're making, the parties you're going out to. It's the obeying of Allah. If you don't have the obey, it's the obeying of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because Ramadan, you have to do it as long as you're sane and as you're an adult and you fulfill that obligation. You fulfilled something Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you. Now, the pillar of Islam, if that one pillar is strong and is set in place, then you can build on top of that. But if your foundation is weak and crumbling, then imagine your foundation is weak, but you're building something on top. It's going to fall down, obviously. Like imagine a house, you put the posts in, but there's termites eating away at it. Now you put the roof on top. Well, obviously after a short while, the roof's going to fall down. So the same way, the pillar has to be strong. And the reward, oh my God, guys, the reward. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, all the deeds of Adam's sons are for them except fasting, which is for me, and I will give the reward for it. Oh, what beauty. That you gave up your food and water for me? You think that's a small feat? This is not an intermittent fasting, oh, let's do 7-day retreat and burn body fat type thing. We're talking about 30 days of no drink. I'm not talking about a sip of water, not even a morsel of food. And you're doing this just for what? So you can lose weight? No, that can't be your intention. Your intention was to please me. I told you to fast, you did it. You gave up the basic foundation that tethers you to life is food and water, and you gave that up for me? Do you think Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will just let it go? No. He is, remember what I said earlier? He's watching and hearing. So this is a beauty. This is love between the creator and the creation. That you gave up for me, I will give you something that you have no expectation of. All the things you do are for you. You pray, it's for you. You remember, it's for you. You help each other, it's for you. You have parties, it's for you, to make you feel happy, make you feel good. You visit your parents, you see their smile, you feel good. But this food, it's not for anybody else. And on top of that, you're not eating it. So who is it for? It's for Allah. And Allah says, you do something for me only, and you see how I will repay you. Now, when we come from the first part of the first and primary benefit to a secondary benefit of health, you lose weight. Now, come on, you probably heard by now, and if you haven't, we'll look into it. Calorie restrictions, intermittent fasting, diets, 5-2 fasting. Oh my God, so many things out there. But the primary thing is, if you're only eating from sunset till sleeping, obviously you're going to only eat a certain amount of calories. And because of that, you will then lose weight because you're having a calorie restriction. And not only that, you can only eat so much. Your stomach is so small. Hey, don't abuse your stomach, guys. Just a side note. Don't stuff it. Come on. You give it a little bit of water, give it a little bit of food, and give it a little bit of air. Let it breathe a little bit. Come on. The body, there's a lot of things going on in your body. So make sure you don't eat too much junk. Enjoy, obviously, but it helps maintain your blood sugars throughout the day. You feel better. You feel lighter. You feel more energetic after some time. In the beginning, it's hard. I get it. It's hard. But then your body adjusts. And when it adjusts, oh man, the fat burning, the energy coming out of you, you will see, you're like, man, it feels so good. I feel light. And that's the purpose. That is the purpose. It all circles back to spirituality. That when you start feeling light, you feel good. Now you can focus on other things. It's just gobbling down pies and steaks and chicken and fries and processed foods. Come on, let's get out of that. That's that break that God is putting into our lives. And it helps with chronic diseases. Ramadan fasting, and according to an article in Science Direct, that Ramadan fasting is associated with short-term favorable changes in the metabolic profile concerning the risk of some chronic diseases. These findings should be further investigated in future larger studies. They're saying that this could have clinical outcomes. This is awesome. We need this, especially in today's world where we're eating a lot of stuff left and right and we don't know what we're doing. This is the beauty of fasting. And especially what this fasting is called, dry fasting, where no drink, no eat. You're not eating, you're not drinking. Wow. Can you imagine the body, what it's doing this time? So the fasting benefits are, of course, there. And then life lessons that we learn in the month of Ramadan. Oh, patience, come on. Being a little more patient. When you don't have food and drinks, now you get a little sense of understanding. That irritation will come in, but when you squash it, you say, you know what, I'm more than this. I'm better than this. I'm not just a lump of flesh. I am the soul. Then from there, you go to compassion for the poor, because now you can get a little bit of an understanding of how they're living their lives. They're living their lives. The compassion for them not having food, places in Africa and Asia or wherever around the world where people don't have access to clean water or clean food. Now you understand. Now you get a little sense of urgency that, man, they're going through this throughout the entire year and I'm just doing this for 30 days. No. This is something I got to wake up. I have to open my eyes. I have to see that it's not just me. It's us. It's humankind, mankind combined, that we need to look out for each other. And through fasting, we see that more easily. And then last but not least, we're more than just the body. Come on. If I take a piece of hair out and say, oh, are you the strand of hair? Are you where are you? No, I'm here, buddy. I'm here. I'm in the body. Okay, fine. There's an amputee, someone that doesn't have an arm. Well, are they in the arm or in the body? Well, no, they're in the body. Okay, what part of the body are you in? Well, I'm in the brain. Well, there are people that don't have pieces of brain and they're still living. So which piece of brain are they in? And you just play this game left and right, and you find out, you realize that, wait a minute, I'm not the eyeball, I'm not the piece of hair, I'm not the arm, I'm not the finger, I'm not the fingernail, I'm not the whatever, I'm not the nail, I'm not this, I'm not that. What am I then? What am I? I'm more than just the body. I am actually the soul. So I end this with you all, that it's a beautiful month of Ramadan. It is a very beautiful month of Ramadan. Now, as we end our journey for today, I want you to look back and reflect on the information learned. Use it to enhance your life and to teach others as well. Remember, we only have one life to live, so live it well. I wish each and every one of you a happy, and I hope you capitalize and increase the blessings in this month of Ramadan. All right, everyone, leaving you with peace. Till we meet again.